Vintage fans, Heritage Toys followers, thanks for having a watch. So what I got here is I've got our Star Wars Vintage Playset, bit of a review, 2 for 1. I've got the 2 Hoth Playsets here. So I'll tuck right in. Obviously one of the most iconic scenes in movie history, the Hoth base defense, Imperial attack, whatever you want to call it. Incredible. You meet the AT-ATs for the first time, snow speeders. Oh, it's just ridiculous. It's unbelievable. Like, not far off the start of the movie, and like just absolutely mind blowing. There's a sequel that you waited for back in the day for 2 years. The sequel to Star Wars: A New Hope. I mean, the biggest sequel of all time, and that's one of the first scenes. It's ridiculous. All right, so we all seen that movie a million times. Second best movie of all time. You've seen that battle probably more. You probably watched the battle over and over. It's that good. So here we go. They've brought a couple of play sets out. Obviously, back in the days of Vintage, they brought a couple of play sets out. And look, I'm very complimentary of the Star Wars Vintage counter line. I love most of them. I think they're kind of underdone these a little bit. Now, it's such an iconic battle scene. I've obviously said a few times. I love it. Who doesn't? This is what they put out for you. I mean, come on, look. I'll get into it. I'll try not to be too biased, but we'll start with the Imperial attack base. So this is artwork. The box artwork's probably, yeah, pretty cool. I mean, the picture of the toy with the, as they all are. Very iconic, you know, that's what you saw in stores. Picture of the toy with figures on them. What you're selling here is just a playset, really. Like, no matter what photo you put, you have killer artwork on that, it's not going to make these playsets pop any more than they do. So I'm going to put the artwork away, and I'm going to start with the Imperial attack base. Obviously, I've got them both here, so I'm just going to put the boxes over there. Brilliant Terrapizza out of you. So I'm going to start with the Imperial attack base. I'll bring that to the forefront now. This is what they brought out. So the Imperials didn't have a base, obviously, for this attack. They were invading. They didn't have like some kind of forward command center or that I'm aware of. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were just advancing with AT-ATs, a couple of AT-STs on the side, and just moving forward and destroying it, getting on that generator and getting ready to destroy that generator and attack and infiltrate. So they've released this Imperial attack base. So I don't know what they're thinking. Obviously, they wanted to get something, sell some more Hoth troopers. Now, if ever there was a playset that they said figure included, throw in a bloody Hoth trooper, man. Put one of these in with a carded, bagged, whatever. Give him something to play with here, man, because, look, I'm honestly struggling to find anything good about this. So I know a lot of people love these playsets, and I don't want to put you off buying them. Obviously, you probably already got them, who knows? But I personally find them a little bit lame, especially, I never had this as a kid, and I'm glad I didn't. So the biggest play thing on this is, I don't know, is it the magical gun sound when you rotate the cannon? Wow, that's epic. Like, that's really quite full on. Or is it the bridge that explodes when you flick the lever? So I guess you have a figure on there or something, and you flick that lever and this bridge lamely falls apart if you flick it hard enough. Or is it the little button here that you push when you've got a figure standing here and it falls over when you push the button? You know, his arms blasted out. I don't want to drop my beautiful Hoth trooper, but wow, is that the selling point? I mean, look, am I being harsh? Then you got this thing here that you flick it around. I'm not sure what you want to call this thing, but this also kind of blows up when you push a button here. So it's got 3 little levers which cause things to blow up, and it's got a lovely battle sound. I didn't even put a battery in it, man. Couple double A's to give it that beautiful vintage sound. So that's what you get. That's the playset you get. So I think retail this was, have we got anything on the box here? I reckon it was about, I remember it being 30 odd bucks. I think it's about 30 Australian retail. Look, man, if I got this as a kid, I'm so glad I didn't. I would have been annoyed. I mean, maybe you couldn't be taken off a Star Wars high at the time because everything was so iconic and whatnot, and everything was black and white because everything they touch turns to gold just about. But look, you disagree with me if you want to let me know if you love these playsets. Why? Look, this particularly Imperial attack base. Look, ton of Probot coming up next. Maybe we've got a little bit of time for, but for me, the Imperial attack base, it's got nothing for me. And I don't see how it's I really love that. Anyway, that's the Imperial attack base. Look, I'm gonna there's not many vehicles or playsets from the Star Wars Vintage Kennel line that I wouldn't give a bloody 9 out of 10 to. And this playset, I'm going to give it maybe a 6, like barely a C. So that's Imperial attack base. I'm going to put it away out of sight. It's not out of sight, but I'm just going to put it to the side there. And then I'm going to focus on the Turret and Probot playset. So that's it here. So there's not much to it as well, obviously. So I'm going to put... So if you want to play with this for all of 2 minutes to get it out of your system, you really need hand Hoth to blow up the Probot. You can have Chewie there as well. And look, I've got Luke off here as well. Again, this one at least comes with a Probot, which is quite sought after now, but that's the only way you could have got the Imperial probe droid in the Vintage line, was buying this playset. So that is something. It comes with it. They didn't sell it separately. It does say Probot included on the box. So look, you get something out of it, and that's quite sought after at the moment. Like, I sell them for 120 or 8 Australian, and goes 2 seconds every time. So anyway, it's got a little lever, so I'm just going to move Luke off so I ain't knock him out. I'm going to put hand on the little base, point his gun. Beautiful little chocolate legs hand solo, by the way. This is my scissors. Put him on the base, and then let's move you back on hand off. So you move this little lever here. You see it dances around a bit. And when you click it over, it's supposed to blow him up, and it does. It drops him off his little popsicle that's holding him up, his little plastic rod. So look, you can blow up Probot. Han Solo can take down the Imperial probe droid. The probe droid is actually cool. I actually really like the probe droid. That's easily the highlight of this playset. Obviously, the Imperial probe droid was nowhere near a turret in the movie. Not even the same part of the movie, really. This is the very first scene out in the sticks, and they go and find him, and then these guys you see when they're repelling the AT-ATs. So that's the main mechanism in here, and then you've also got, hang on, so I forgot, you've also got the, similar to the Imperial attack base, sorry, knock him down. Similar to the Imperial attack base, you've got quite an epic sound that's built into that rotating turret. And the turret actually opens second popper, whoever you want in there, Hoth Rebel Commander, Hoth Rebel Soldier, whatever. So there's not much to it. At least, I reckon if you're making dioramas and stuff, it's not really to scale with the AT-AT. You put the AT-AT next to that and it comes up to bloody halfway up. So it's not really to scale. But if you got rid of Probot, don't throw them on the floor, but if you get rid of your Probot and you can take the popsicle out quite easily, the stick, if you line these up, you get a few of these, line them up, a couple of turrets, point them at the AT-AT, and I've seen it done many, many times. You can get a pretty good action scene out of it. But yeah, for me, Probot next to the turret doesn't really do a whole lot for me. But anyway, tell me what you think. You guys love these? I have seen a lot of these guys in diorama, particularly these, and you know they take the Probot out. Maybe that's why there's so many of these for sale around the bats, because people just keep them the base and the turret, and they're setting them up next to the AT-AT. So look, I can see how that does look cool, all right? And it's kind of a scene from the movie. That's cool. And this is cool too. So look, it's way better. This is way better than the Imperial attack base. I won't lie to you. I like it. I actually had this as a kid, and then I repurchased it again later in life as I was collecting. I no longer own it. It's too big. I'm really selective with what I keep now, and I've got to really love it to keep it, and I don't love it. But it's cool. So I'm going to give this probably a 7.5. It's a pass. Oh, look, why wouldn't you chuck in a bloody Rebel Soldier or a Rebel Hoth Rebel Commander, a mongrel figure? Just chuck it in, give a kid a plus something to play with. I mean, look, you got your Probot. That's fair, all right? So it's not bad. It's way better than the Imperial attack base. What do you guys think? You guys like these? Anyway, I've got obviously a ton of vehicles and playsets coming through now, so I'm just going to have a little bit of play with them, do a video, give you my take on them. Love to know your thoughts on it if you like it. If you think these were a bit of a cop-out too, they're just a bit of a fill-up for ESP. Yeah, what do you reckon? I reckon they took a backward step at the start. This is the first scene of the movie, and these are the playsets that come with. This bloody A New Hope had Kenner Death Star, which is brilliant, a big plastic 3-level Death Star. And then you got the cardboard, Pelotoy, and Tortoise versions, which are bloody magnificent. You had the Cantina, even the Droid Factory was pretty cool. So there's some cool Star Wars New Hope playsets, but then ESB, they didn't get it really off. I don't think they got off to a strong point here. The other two, Hoth Worthy Command Center and the other one is not too bad. I don't think I have them at the moment, but if I do, I'll do a review of them. They're a little bit better with the cardboard backdrops and stuff, but anyway, they're coming up. Hopefully, if I have them, I'm not sure if I do. And I know I've got a lot more playsets coming up, so I'll show you. I'm hoping to show you just about every single vehicle and playset from the entire Kenner line, and obviously some Tall Toys and stuff as well. But that's in another video. Thank you very much, guys. Please, if you haven't watched my video for the AT-AT, the Imperial Shuttle, I've had some super big vehicles in lately, and I've had a look at them. They're a couple of my favorites. Check out my vids. I'll link them up here. I'll put them at the end. Check them out. Tell me what you think of them, guys. I'm just a bloody average Joe. He's been collecting his stuff and selling stuff for probably 35 years now. And obviously it's in my blood, so I get pretty passionate about it. So what do you guys think? What do you love? What do you hate about these playsets? What do you think of my take on them? Am I right? Am I harsh? I'm very, very rarely harsh on Star Wars, Kenner Star Wars toys. I love them all. I'm very, very harsh, but these two kind of push my buttons a bit because I love the Hoth scene so much. And it's so iconic, and it's forever. Like that's not going that Hoth battle will go down in history as one of the best on screen and big screen battles ever. It's so good, and this is what they bloody show us. This is how they honour it. Not good enough for me, but what do you reckon? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I've rambled on. I hope you like my take on Star Wars vintage toys and toys in general. Thanks, guys. Keep watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. You just hit the button. It's free, man. You get to see all my content. And I'm going to keep reviewing stuff. I'll get some super rare stuff in, some cool stuff. And anytime I get something different in, I'll pop a bit up for you guys. Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate you watching.